Hello friends, and welcome back to my channel. I have a little haul from ALDI's here today. Now I went in for one thing, well no, let me rephrase that. I went in for a couple of things and I got a couple of extra things. So this is what I went for. It's a 4-tier greenhouse, just a slight little something. I thought I could not only extend my growing season, but start my growing season a lot earlier. And with this, because my house is so cold, we set our thermostat cold because we can put on clothes and keep warm. We don't need to heat the house to 70, 75 degrees. So we keep our thermostat quite low, and it helps to keep our costs down. So I got this. It was $14.99. They had a bigger one that was $29.99 that you could walk in. I didn't want that. That was kind of like an outside one. Maybe I should have gotten that and put it outside. But I thought with this, I could just have the same footprint that I have in my house with my starts. But because it's like open shelving, it doesn't stay as warm. With this, it will stay a lot warmer. So $14.99, I thought it was a pretty good deal. So this is one of the things I went for. And these are the things I got that weren't on the list, but were needed. And this is the other thing I went for. And Chewy has gotten to it. Well, he jumped on the box, so a couple of the boxes are dented in. But that's okay. The pasta is fine. And I got all the same pasta because, as you saw earlier, I am out of pasta. And this one was 89 cents or 98 cents. It was it was 89 cents. Under a dollar. Every other pasta style, elbow, rotini, all of them was $1.89, so $1 more, and it's still 16 ounces, which is a pound. So I was like, yeah, I'm just going to get this. So I got a whole case because we are completely, when I say completely, I mean completely out of pasta. We've run through all our pasta that we had in stock. We run through all of our long-term pasta. And now that I'm thinking about it, I might have a long-term deep storage pasta that I haven't gotten into. I'll see if that has been used up or not. But we have some on our off-grid property or bug out location. It's not ours, but our in-laws. Well, my in-laws, my husband's parents. But I don't have access to that. So this is something we need in the house right now. So let me show you what else I got from ALDI's. I picked up some raisins. I was making bagels the other day, as per usual, and we are out of raisins, so I picked up some raisins. Last season, I got a nozzle because the one that I got the previous season, it lasted a season. So I was like, I'm going to get a metal one. Make sure it's metal this year. And I spent, I think it was like $18.99, almost $20 for this nozzle. It didn't even last a season. I have a habit of, I will say, resting down my hose by the actual nozzle. And of course, I have concrete around, and yeah, it doesn't last very long. So when I saw this at ALDI's just now, this was $6.99, and I was like, okay. And it's metal, and it's all metal. The only part right here is plastic, but it's a plastic coating, like there's metal underneath, it looks like. So hopefully this one will last a lot longer than one season. I'm hoping. We'll see how it goes. I'm not exactly sure how to use this because the other one has a handle right here, which is plastic, which is one of the things that usually goes. I have to figure out how to use this. I think it's right here, the lever. I'll have to read it. Thumb control, triggerless design. I'm not sure I'm liking that. Okay, so this is what I got, $6.99. Seems like it's all metal. It's really heavy duty, so hopefully it'll last longer than a season. We were out of saltines, and I mean, I can't even express how much this hurt my heart to. I've tried to make saltines. I've tried to make crackers. It doesn't work out for me. Nobody likes them but me, so that defeats the purpose of making them if I'm the only one that's going to eat them. So, yeah. I bought these, and they were $1.89. I remember when these were 79 cents. 79 cents. Yeah, wow. Okay, whatever. Moving on. And I wanted a pair of short boots. I only have a long boots, so for the summer, I bought a pair of shorter boots for the garden. And that's what they look like. They're half size too big, so they didn't. The 7 was kind of tight. I mean, it fit, but I wanted something a little looser, so I got an 8. They didn't have half sizes, and I kind of like the color, but kind of not. But this was the only one they had in the size that I liked. So this is my birthday present to myself, which isn't until July, but you know, I'm worth it. So it's early, but it's needed. So yeah, that's what I got. And that's the state of the pasta in the house right now. Nothing. So that's why I needed to get pasta. So this little excursion to Aldi's today is my little haul. I try to keep focused, try to just stick with what I needed. And I'm going to show you what I'm going to do with that pasta. So I'm going to be dry canning or storing my pasta in half-gallon jars with a canning lid on it. I'm not going to put an oxygen absorber in it, but I am going to vacuum seal it. I'm going to pull out my vacuum sealer. You see me do that before. This is going to sit on my counter. It took 2 boxes and whatever little bit is left over. If you need canning jars, I find these to be really good. I've used them for pressure canning, I'm used them for water bath canning, and I'm used them for dry canning so far. Pretty much covered all my canning bases. So if you need canning lids and you want 10% off of your order, use my discount code in the description box below. And I will make sure I put it in there this time. Last time I might have forgotten before I posted it, but I did get it in there. So all I'm going to do is try not to drop everything on the ground, or on the counter I should say. And I'm going to get these half-gallon mason jars filled up, and we are going to vacuum seal them with my I wonder if I could pull out, do I really want to pull out Mylar bags and put some in there? Probably not, because we're probably going to go through this within the next couple of months. We eat a lot of pasta. Pasta and rice is our 2 main carbs. So we're probably going to go through these 12 boxes in probably like 6 months. So I'm not going to bother with any oxygen absorbers or any Mylar bags. I'm just going to use my 4-jar canning lids and my half-gallon mason jars. Okay, so here's what 12 pounds of pasta looks like. I got, what is that? 5.5 of the, more than a little bit more than half of the half-gallon jars. So this is 3, and I've got 2 more full ones over here, and this one's not quite full. But I'm going to put this in my kitchen working pantry. This sits on my counter. So that's what 12 pounds fit. And I kind of like coax them down a little bit so it can fit more into each jar. And yeah, so that's my dry canning project for today. And if you need canning lids or jars or any canning related items that ForJars carries, just use my discount code and I'll put it in the description box below if you want to get 10% off your order. But this is going to go into my short-term storage. Put away as much food as you can. I am flabbergasted of the prices. Now, I haven't grocery shopped in years, and that's why I am even more flabbergasted. I'm overwhelmed with the prices of things. Even the fruits that I got last year, January or February of last year, we restocked fruits and vegetables. I priced them today when I was in Aldi's, and they were like 89 cents or so, the peaches and stuff. Today, some of them were $1.79. I think the cheapest one I saw was $1.49. So they've just about doubled since last January. In my area, now I'm not sure about all over the country, but in my area, they've gone up almost double since last January when I restocked. And I was, I cannot believe it. I cannot believe it. I cannot believe it. But put away as much food as you can, stock it to the rafters like they say, and be safe and keep prepping.